Ladies and gentlemen, dito na naman tayo, isang bagong balita. Ang ating pag-uusapan po ay mainit-init pa. Scoop po ito. Ako lang nakakaalam. Siyempre, kaso ko lang ito. Walang ibang nakakaalam nito kahit sinong media. Ang desisyon po ng Senate Electoral Tribunal sa pagbasura ng kaso kong petition for quo warranto laban kay Senator Erwin Erich Silvester Tesiba Tolpo ay maling-mali ang desisyon ng Senate. With due respect to all of you, ha? With due respect to all of you, maling-mali. Hindi ko alam kung paano nyo i-redeem ang sarili dito sa hiya. Sa totoo lang, pag ako yun sila na pumirma, nakakahiya. So with due respect to all of you, maling-mali po ang desisyon. Ipakita ko sa inyo ngayon ang desisyon. At i-discuss natin ng klarong-klaro para makita ninyo kung paano naging mali ang desisyon. So, ladies and gentlemen, ito na po tayo. Okay. Akala mo ba yung mga judges nagdedesisyon na maayos? Okay, ha? Ito, hindi ko na banggitin kung sino mga nag-judge. Pero pwede kong banggitin kung sino mga senador ang pumirma ng desisyon. Okay? Ito po siya. Nakikita na ninyo yan. Basahin natin ang desisyon. Resolution number 25-01. 01 kasi isa lang kaso eh. Ako lang eh. Dated March 2, 2026. Ang case number 001-25. So, sabi nila, this is a petition for quo warranto filed by Berteni Catalonia Causing before this tribunal on July 15, 2025, seeking the removal of Respondent Erwin Tesiba Tulfo as a sitting senator of the Republic of the Philippines on the grounds of alleged American citizenship, disloyalty to Republic, violation of the political dynasty prohibition, and lack of academic qualifications. Rule 20, Paragraph B of the 2020 Rules of the Senate Electoral Tribunal of the 2020 set rules prescribes the contents of the petition for quo warranto. Rule 20. B. A petition for quo warranto shall state the position involved, the facts giving the petitioner standing to file the petition, the date of assumption of office of the respondent, the legal qualifications for the position and the disqualifications prescribed by law, and the grounds for respondents' ineligibility or the specific acts of disloyalty to the Republic of the Philippines. Rule 23A of the 2020 set rules states that a petition for quo warranto may be summarily dismissed for being insufficient in form. So, summary dismissal, Rule 23. Dito na. Tribunal may summarily dismiss the protest or petition if A. The protest or petition is insufficient in form or substance. So, B. The filing fee is not paid simultaneously with the filing of the protest or petition. C. In case of protest where a cash deposit is required, if such deposit or the first 200,000 pesos thereof is not paid within 10 days after the filing of the protest, or letter D, the protest or petition or copies thereof or the annexes filed with the tribunal are not legible. After review of the petition for quo warranto, the tribunal finds it insufficient in form. Accordingly, the petition for quo warranto is dismissed for being insufficient in form pursuant to Rule 23, Paragraph A of the 2020 Set Rules. So ordered. Sino mga pumirma? Senior Associate Justice Mario Victor F. Leonin. Senior Associate Justice Chairperson Ramon Paul L. Hernando, Associate Justice Member. Henry Jean Paul Inting, Associate Justice Member. Pia is Cayetano, Senator, Member. Robin Hood C. Padilla, Senator, Member. Francis N. Pangilinan, Senator, Member. Bam Aquino, Senator, Member. Camille A. Villar, Senator, Member. Alan Peter is Cayetano, on leave, hindi pumirma. So, iyan po ang decision. So, ngayon, shout out kay We Love Inday Sara. Shout out. Okay, kay Arlie. Now is the reign of low benders. Ayun. Teacher Mark reacts. Hindi man lang tinalakay. Yan lang po. Walang paliwanag. So ngayon, ipipresenta ko ngayon ang kopya ng aking petition para kayo maghusga kung kulang ba sa forma. Ngayon, ladies and gentlemen, para magiging kulang sa forma or insufficient in form, maaring ang mga katwiran ay ang mga sumusunod. Hindi nakapagbayad ng filing fee? Tingnan natin, nakabayad ba ako ng filing fee? Ang sagot ng aking, nakasagot, nakabayad akong filing fee. Okay, ito ang filing fee. Pakita natin. Hindi naman tatanggapin ito kung walang filing fee. Yan ang filing fee. Nakita nyo na? Yan ang filing fee. Ay, dali. Ito ang filing fee. Yan ang filing fee. Palakihin ko ang filing fee. Yan. Pangalan, Berteni Catalonia Causing. Bayad, 50,000 pesos. Payment of filing fees under Rule 42 of the 2020 Rules of the Set. Petition for quo warranto versus Senator Erwin Tesiba Tolpo. 50,000 pesos. Paid on July 15, 2025. Tapos, official receipt. Berteni Catalonia Causing. Paid on July 15, 2025. Payment 10,000 pesos. Payment of cash deposit under Rule 13 of the 2020 Rules of the Set. Petition for quo warranto versus Senator Erwin Tesiba Tolpo. So, kita, ibig sabihin, hindi pwede sabihin na hindi nakakomply sa form dahil sa filing fee. Kasi, ayan, bayad ako. 60,000 pesos po ang binayad ko. At ang perang ito po ay nanggaling sa mga subscribers ko na tumulong sa akin na para pambayad. So, tatawagin ko na si Bonjo B. Dapat yung mga airline employees sa counter, nag-witness na talagang hanggang ngayon, American passport ginagamit niya. Sige, mine. Tapos, Eladio Socorro Jr., si Bonjo B. Sana nakahanap kayo kahit isang airline employee. Hindi na kailangan, umami na po. Umami na siya sa mga papel na sinumiti ko, umami na siya. So, hinanapan ako ng butas, technical. Next, pwede mangyari na wala akong verification. Tingnan natin kung may verification ako. Ayan ang verification ko. Verification and certification of non-forum shopping and affidavit of authentic annexes. Ayan. I, Berteni Catalonia Causing of legal age, a resident and registered voter of Barangay Zone 4, Coronadal City, South Cotabato, after having been sworn to in accordance with law, do hereby depose and state. A. I am the petitioner in the foregoing petition for quo warranto versus Senator Erwin Tesiba Tolpo. B. I filed this petition also as a class suit for all 110 million Filipinos who cannot be mentioned in this petition due to the impossibility of numbers. See, the allegations in the petition are true and correct based on my personal knowledge or based on the documents cited in the petition, and all the annexes are authentic copies of originals, including the screenshots, let alone the fact that these facts are within the official knowledge of the Commission. D. The same pleading is not filed to harass, cause unnecessary delay, or needlessly increase the cost of litigation. E. The factual allegations therein have evidentiary support, or if specifically so identified, will likewise have evidentiary support after a reasonable opportunity for discovery. F. I further certify under oath in the complaint or other initiatory pleading asserting a claim for relief or of a sworn certification annexed thereto and simultaneously filed therewith. Yan po ang first page ng verification. Tapos, I certify at I undertake to inform the set if within 5 days I discovered that there are other cases. So, ibig sabihin, hindi pwede na hindi ako nagbayad kasi ayan, pinakita ko sa inyo resibo. Hindi rin pwede na wala akong tinatawag na verification and certification. Ladies and gentlemen, kapag kapag sufficiency informed lamang po ang pag-usapan, ay hinahanap lamang po filing fee. Number 2, hinahanap po yung verification. Tsaka ID ko siyempre, ang notaryo. Kompleto naman ako. Bakit? Ano pa bang ibang dahilan? Yan lang po ang dahilan. Ngayon, ang iba naman, pag tinanong mo, ay substance na insufficient ba in substance ako? Hindi naman po kasi nabanggit ko na ang lahat na kailanganing detalye na ibanggit ko po. At para mapatunayan ko sa inyo, basahin natin sabay-sabay ang aking reklamo. Ito po. Ito, ipapakita ko na siya sa inyo ang kopya ng petition for certiorari quo warranto na sinampa ko. Ito po. May tatak na receive ng Senate Electoral Tribunal. Ang pumirma ay si Mel Manlikmot. Manlikmot. Date, July 15, 2025, 2:30 p.m. Senate out of the Philippines, Senate Electoral Tribunal. Ayan. Berteni Catalonia Causing Petitioner versus Erwin Teshiba Tolpo aka Erich Sylvester Tolpo. Petition for quo warranto versus Senator Erwin Teshiba Tolpo. The petitioner, ako ito, by himself, files this petition for quo warranto against Erwin Teshiba, who was proclaimed as a winner in the 2025 senatorial elections, who has taken his oath to serve as a senator and has entered the office of a senator at the afternoon of June 30, 2025. Jurisdiction, number 1. The jurisdiction over this petition for quo warranto is vested by the Constitution solely in the Senate Electoral Tribunal as written in Section 17 of Article 6 of the 1987 Constitution. Paragraph 2. This is being implemented by the rules of procedure of the Senate Electoral Tribunal, particularly Rule 18 that gives 15 days from July 1, 2025, the right to file a petition against a member of the Senate of the Philippines on the ground of ineligibility, disloyalty to the Republic of the Philippines. Number 3, because the respondent entered the office of the senator on June 30, 2025, he is now a member of the Senate of the Philippines, and the reglementary period to file this petition ends on July 15, 2025. Number 4, but if the ground is citizenship, Rule 18 provides that a petition for quo warranto against a member of the Senate may be filed at any time during the tenure of the respondent. Number 5, in this case, the personal circumstances of the respondent suggest that he may be disqualified on the ground of disloyalty to the Republic of the Philippines because he applied for a United States of America passport for 4 times. He joined the U.S. Army where he must swear allegiance to the USA and defend it to death and stayed there in the USA as a resident by virtue of the U.S. passport issued to him. Number 6, the grounds being raised by the petitioner against the respondent as basis for quo warranto are: number 1, disloyalty to the Republic of the Philippines or allegiance to the USA. Number 2, being an American citizen and a non-Filipino citizen because he had applied for a U.S. passport 4 times and enjoyed all the benefits as a U.S. citizen. Number 3, political dynasty. And number 4, violation of Section 1, Article 11, lack of academic qualifications. The parties, hindi ko na banggitin parties ha, si Erwin na lang. The respondent is Erwin Teshiba Tolpo, who is also known as Erich Sylvester Tolpo in his United States passport as an American citizen who claimed to be holding office at Erwin Tolpo Center for Media and Public Service, located at H1 Mother Ignacia Avenue, Diliman, Quezon City, 1103, Metro Manila, whose residence is in the files of the Commission on Election. Respondent Erwin Teshiba Tolpo can be served with summons and other court processes at his said office or at the address as he provided in his certificate of candidacy for senator for the purpose of the upcoming election. Material fact. In 1988, Respondent Tolpo joined the United States of America Army, where he swore allegiance to defend the Constitution of the United States as follows: I, Erwin Tolpo, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Number 11, in 1991, Respondent Tolpo applied for a U.S. passport under the name Erich Sylvester Tolpo. Number 12, he was issued a U.S. passport based on the certificate of live birth in the name of Erich Sylvester Tolpo. In 2001, the respondent again applied for renewal and was issued a new U.S. passport under the same name. In 2011, the respondent again applied for renewal and was issued a new U.S. passport for the third time. Number 15, one proof for the above stated facts is this answer memorandum filed by Erwin Tolpo through the lawyer in the petition for disqualification filed by the petitioner at the Commission on Elections. Number 16, a copy of this answer memorandum is attached hereto as an Exhibit A. 17, in addition, attached hereto as Exhibit B is a copy of the receipt issued on June 27, 2022 by the United States Embassy in Manila, showing that Respondent Tolpo surrendered the U.S. passport issued in 2021 and the same SSS ID stated above. Number 18, the same receipt shows the signature of the respondent acknowledging he surrendered the same U.S. passport. Number 19, further attached hereto as Exhibit C is a copy of the letter of the U.S. Embassy to Respondent Erich Sylvester Tolpo, dated October 11, 2022, where it is stated that the U.S. government authority canceled and revoked the U.S. passport in the name of Erich Sylvester Tolpo after proving that the respondent was not Erich Sylvester Tolpo but Erwin Teshiba Tolpo. Number 20, a copy of the certificate of candidacy is attached hereto as Exhibit D. Number 21, the main cause of action for this petition for quo warranto is that Respondent Erwin or Erich Sylvester Tolpo is a citizen of the United States of America and it's not a Filipino, and his allegiance to the USA or disloyalty to the Republic. Ito pala, sapat na itong, kung tawagin, mahanapin mo sufficiency in grounds, in substance, sapat na yon. Number 22, he cannot also be considered as a dual citizen who renounces U.S. citizenship because he never applied for the reacquisition of the Filipino citizenship under Republic Act 9225. Number 23, but Erwin is cheating the Filipino because he also claimed he did not renounce his U.S. citizenship as he claimed as he was not considered a U.S. citizen by the U.S. Embassy officials when he surrendered his U.S. passport that he had been using under the name Erich Sylvester Tulfo. Yung palang gawa na yan. Ano na yan eh? Perjury na yun eh. Nangako ka na ikaw Amerikano, hindi naman pala. Oh. Number 24. Erwin said he was not allowed by the officials he talked to at the U.S. Embassy to do so because he had nothing to renounce because Erwin Toshiba Tulfo was not a U.S. citizen and it was Erich Sylvester Tulfo who was the U.S. citizen. See the link. Number 25. He admitted he was holding a U.S. citizenship in the name Erich Sylvester Tulfo since 1991 and a social security identification card under the name Erich Sylvester Tulfo and a driver's license also in the same name. Number 26. Tulfo personally held the Erich Sylvester Tulfo passport since 1991, an admission he made because he submitted the October 11, 2022 letter of the U.S. Embassy to the Commission on Appointment for the hearing of the confirmation of his appointment as the Secretary of the Department of Social Welfare and Development. A portion of this October 11, 2022 letter reads, the Department of State, sulat ito kay Tulfo ha, the Department of State has revoked your U.S. passport issued to you. The U.S. passport is issued to you in the name of Erich Sylvester Tulfo on August 6, 2021, along with any other valid U.S. passport issued to you pursuant to 22 CFR Section 51.62, Paragraph A, Subparagraph 2, which provides that a U.S. passport may be revoked when it has been determined that the passport was obtained illegally, fraudulently, or erroneously. The regulations cited in this letter may be found at http www.ccfr.gov. Department records show that you initially executed a U.S. passport application in 1991 in which you were issued U.S. passport on May 24, 1991. Subsequently, on October 19, 2021, you submitted a U.S. passport renewal application and were issued U.S. passport again. Additionally, on August 5, 2011, you submitted a U.S. passport renewal application. As a result, you were issued U.S. passport number on August 5, 2011. Most recently, you submitted a U.S. renewal passport application and presented your previously issued U.S. passport number as your identity and U.S. citizenship. Consequently, a U.S. passport number was issued in the name of Erich Sylvester Tulfo on August 6, 2021. An investigation revealed that Erich Sylvester Tulfo, born on December 30, 1965 in Hawaii, is not your true identity. Evidence suggests that you are Erwin Toshiba Tulfo, born on August 10, 1963 in the Tacloban City, Leyte, Philippines. In fact, on June 27, 2022, you signed a voluntary statement that you were born in Philippines and you obtained your U.S. birth certificate by fraudulent means. Lastly, on September 14, 2022, you were issued and on your U.S. visa application, you admitted that in fact, your birthplace is Tacloban City, Leyte, Philippines. Therefore, because you made this false statement of material fact on your passport application, the U.S. passport is revoked pursuant to 22 CFR Section 51.62, Paragraph A, Subparagraph 2. So, number 27 paragraph, in his October 11, 2022 letter, Tulfo himself acknowledged to have received the same. 28. It is stated in the records of the case of Erwin aka Erich Sylvester Tulfo with the Commission on Appointments that he submitted his affidavits. Nevertheless, the petitioner moves the Senate Electoral Tribunal to subpoena the Secretariat of the Commission on Appointments to submit to the set all the records submitted by Tulfo during the hearing of his appointment as the secretary of the DSWD. Number 29, the records that are being sought to be submitted are his military records of Tulfo as a member of the U.S. Army. Section 3 of Article 6 of the Constitution prohibits any person from running for senator if he is not a natural-born Filipino citizen. Number 31, because it is established that Erwin Tulfo is the same person who used the U.S. passport in the name of Erich Sylvester Tulfo, and the fact that he has not renounced his American citizenship, he is not a Filipino, at least constructively. 32. Additionally, possession of a U.S. passport and becoming a member of the U.S. Army are acts of allegiance to the United States of America, considering that he swore to the Constitution of the USA and defend the country to his death as a soldier. Number 33, any person can use any name and the person will not lose his actual physical identity under his original name or birth name or his citizenship. But what is important is the fact that he has been holding a U.S. passport under the name of Erich Sylvester Tulfo. Number 35, he also voluntarily told Sharon Cuneta in a television interview with him and his brothers Ramon and Rafi that he had been a member of the U.S. Army, which is self-admission. A copy of this video can be viewed at this link or Uniform Resource Locator. Yan. Ngayon, bago ako magtuloy, nais ko lang banggitin na ang isa sa pumirma nito para i-dismiss ang kaso ko ay si Kiko Pangilinan. May panagutan pa ba si Kiko Pangilinan? Kasi binanggit ko dito ang asawa niya, si Sharon Cuneta. Testigo. Testigo si Sharon Cuneta. Bakit pumirma si Kiko Pangilinan? Ha? Paano ngayon? Bakit niligtas ito? Ladies and gentlemen, sinadya ata ito. Para maubos na lang ang oras, aabot sa Supreme Court. Kasi i-apila ko ito hanggang Supreme Court eh. So tatagal, tatapusin nila yung kaso matapos ng term ni Erwin Tulfo. Grabe. Okay? So with due respect to you, Judge Justice Leonen, Justice Inting, at saka si isa pang justice, si Paul Hernando, ay mali po yung inyong resolution. Pasensya na po, talagang mali. Kahit sa ang hinagap, maling-mali po. So ngayon, pagpatuloy tayo. Paragraph 37, as such, this interview of Sharon Cuneta is of judicial notice to the COMELEC for this administrative proceeding. Number 38, for one to be a U.S. Army member, he must be either a U.S. citizen or at least a green card holder. Number 39, of course, logic says he was a U.S. Army member using the name of Erich Sylvester Tulfo. Number 40, in his defense as he stated in his verified answer filed by him in the case Attorney Moises Tolentino Jr. versus Erwin T. Tulfo is PA case number 23001. DCN, Erwin admitted in paragraph 25 therein that he became a member of the U.S. Army. Number 41, a copy of the memorandum for the respondent of Tulfo in his PA case number 23001 is attached hereto as Annex A. Yan. Yung iba po, political dynasty, dinagdag ko na lang po yan. So, ladies and gentlemen, humbly speaking, humbly aside, sapat po ang aking reklamo. At bakit binasura? Sufficient and form, parang impeachment lang. Impeachment laban kay Bongbong Marcos, binasura na sapat naman sa form. Sufficient in form, sufficient in substance. So, ano ngayon po ang inyong masasabi nito, ladies and gentlemen? Hindi ko nabasahin yung mga galit sa akin. Sabi naman ni Edgar Nacion, Dr. Toto, good afternoon po. In my opinion, it was an unfair na hindi man lang tinalakay ng set. Moreover, does your filing fees are refundable? Hindi ko na, ayun ko, hindi na refundable yun. Kinuha na nila 60,000. Grabe sila. Oh, ito ngayon, si Arlie, now is the reign of law benders. So, si We Love You Inday Sara, boo! Si Teacher Mars React, Imar, hindi man lang tinalakay. Bon Jovi, si Mine, tapos si Eladio Socorro, tapos si Bon Jovi, sana makahanap kayo kahit isang airline ay, okay? Norberto Nicolas Jr. Di naman tinalakay yan sa Senate, Sir Toto. Kaya sila lang ang Dr. Toto, kaya binasura agad. At Eladio Socorro, Tamsak, Digonggong, sana maupo na si Inday Sara sa Senado for impeachment trial. Tapos, J. Marmons, mayong hapon, Idol Doc Toto from Marbel. Mayong hapon sa taga Marbel. Mayong hapon kay Mayor Bing Pabi, Arakel. Tapos, Bambi Esco, Buljakan, Eme Biray, wag na tayo magtataka, only in the Philippines. Drawback, vibranium, ground invasion na. Pwede na dapat andoon yan sa Iran, hindi dito sa Pinas. Ike, bakit pumirma si Robin Padilla? Di ba ayaw ng impeachment, BP Sara? Si Erwin Tulfo gusto ng impeachment. Ano? Robin, di kita maintindihan. Jack Maawatan, Robin Padilla. Ophelia P. Taipan. Sa salaysay ni Elvis Silvestre, sa programa niya, wala ang binayulate na the Philippines attorney kasi uso daw nun na fake gumamit ng pangalan. Lalo siyang inamin niya, kasalanan niya. Raymondo Ribocas, Sara niligtas ni BBM sa unang impeachment case pero hindi niya tinigilan ng atake na puno ng salop ni BBM. Kailangan na kalusin. Marilyn Bondok, Edgar Nacion, Dr. Toto, good afternoon po. In my opinion, it was unfair. Talagang unfair. Si Nilo Pabalan, tinawag pa kong luslos. Raymond Dibuca, si Digong, sinubukan niligtas sa ICC at BBM. Patuloy pa rin siya atake. Tinuloyan siya, hindi niya alam. Presidente lang nakaligtas. Helen Baguio, maimbag na malim. Tapos, si Raymond Ribugas, anong kanta na to, Kron? Anong ikanta natin dito? Anong kantang bagay dito? Wind of Change? Nagbago ang hangin. Wind of Change. Sige, kantahin natin ng Wind of Change. Follow the muscular down to Gorky Park, listening to the wind of change. The August summer night, soldiers passing by, lead it to the wind of change. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night. You do whisper. Ano na? For the children of tomorrow, we bring the wind in the wind of change. Yan na lang. Si Jada, hindi, mag-file muna ako ng motion for reconsideration. So, yan na lang ang ating so paki-share na lang po para marami makapanood. Paki-like na lang po para itapos magpa-follow up ako rito. Ito po, kita nyo na, wala nang kwentang pamahalaan natin sa totoo lang. Wala nang kwenta. Ubos ng ang pera. Paano na ito? So, ubos na ang pera, ubos pa ang katarungan. Yan ang problema natin. Siguro naman, lahat yan na makatulpo, maawa naman kayo sa bayan natin. Ang mangyari nito, pag matanggal si Erwin Tulfo, ang papalit sa kanya ay Tulfo rin, si Ben Tulfo. Wala tayong magagawa. Number 13 siya. So, pakisalamat po, Raymondo Ribocas. So, yan, magiging fair lamang tayo. Dito, fairness lang ito. No maaring magalit sa akin itong mga justices. Natanggalan na ako ng lisensya bilang abogado. Yung pinakahuli nila desisyon, si Marvic Leonie ng pumirma. Well, this is my life. Okay lang yan, tinatanggap ko naman. Ito naman, yung kaso kayo, ito naman ang desisyon nyo. At least, naintindihan ito ng tao na talagang mali kayo. O hanggang diyan lang muna po at maraming salamat sa inyo. At ayaw ko na. Ikaw, Mr. Erwin Tulfo, nag-press con ka pa. Alam mo ba ang dahilan kung bakit binasura? Tuwang-tuwa ka pa at pinasalamatan mo pa ang Panginoon? Are you entitled and are you in a moral side to say that you have to thank God that the case that was filed by the makulit na Bertini o Toto Kausing ay na-dismiss? Paano ngayon yan?
Hello guys!
Hello. Yan ang apo ko. Nagbablog ako para sa aking apo. Kasi kagagraduate niya lang sa kinder. May honor pa siya, may ribbon pa. May medal pa. Kaya mana sa lolo. Ang pangalan niya po, Bertenito. Ako naman, Berteni. Yan po. So, ano na lang ang gagawin natin? Hingi po ako ng tulong sa mga grupo ni Sara Duterte. Sa kay Attorney Israelito Turion. Tulungan niyo ako sa pagkampanya, i-denounce natin itong ginagawa ni sigurado ako gumasto ng pera dito si Erwin Tulfo. Pero pinagtatakahan ko, bakit naman si Robin Padilla bumoto pabor kay Tulfo? Nabasa mo ba? Nabasa niyo ba yung desisyon? Ha? Nabasa ba ninyo? Ikaw, Camille Villar, nabasa mo ba ang desisyon? Pumirma ka rin? Ikaw, Pia Cayetano, nabasa mo ba ang desisyon? Tanong lang po. Kung nabasa niyo yung desisyon at naibasa niyong aking reklamo, sigurado ako na hindi niyo pipirmahan. Pasalamat naman ako at hindi pumirma si Alan Peter Cayetano. Sigurado yung pag nabasa mo, ikaw, Mr. Bam Aquino, how will I help you? How can you convince me that you are for good government when in fact pinirmahan mo ang desisyon na ito? Ikaw rin, Kiko Pangilinan. Bakit mo pinirmahan ito? Abogado ka pa naman. Alam mo naman ang ibig sabihin, sa inyo lahat na member, 3 kayong abogado dyan. Ikaw, si Pia Cayetano, at saka si Alan Peter Cayetano. Ang gagawin ko po, mag-file po ako ng motion for reconsideration at padalhan ko po ng kopya bawat isang mga senador. Pati si Erwin Tulfo, padalhan ko ng kopya. Pati ang kapatid niya na si Rafi Tulfo. Pati ang kapatid niya na si Ben Tulfo, padalhan ko. Kasi gusto ko mangyari, tatanggalin si Erwin Tulfo at iupo si Manong Ben Tulfo. Mas magaling ng di hamak yun na Tulfo. Ang hirap naman ito, may tumatawag. Naniningil lang ito kasi marami akong utang. Okay. So, yan naman po ang ating ngayon, vlog sa ngayon. Hanggang dyan lang muna sila. So, natalo tayo sa barkadahan ng mga senador. So, ito. Parang impeachment, ha? Walang form, walang substance. Nabasa nyo naman, nakita nyo naman. Paano na lang ang binayad ko na 60,000? Pinag-ipunan yun, pinurwad sa akin ng lahat ng subscribers. Ano na yun ang pangangailangan nito? Lahat ng mga nakikinig dito ng judges, sa akin lagi nakikinig. Mga abogado, pwede kayo mag-suggest sa akin kung anong gagawin natin ito. Ito, hindi ko ito laban. Laban ito para sa Pilipinas. Para sa Pilipino. Pero bakit nagkaganon pa? Hindi ko personal na laban ito. Wala akong pakialam dito sa totoo lang. Wala naman ako mahihita dito. Wala akong makukuha. Kaya, the most that we can do, may available remedy naman, hoping kung mag-file ako ng motion for reconsideration, babalik ta rin nila. At bigyan ako ng chance na mag-presenta ng aking ebidensya laban kay Erwin Tesiba Tulfo o di kaya si Erich Sylvester Tulfo. Ha, Erwin? Yung iyong assistant, si Jericho Javier. Jericho Limhoco Javier, Tagalian, Batangas. Sa kanyang kumpare ko rin. Si Dr. Randolph Lamano. Humingi ako ng tulong kay Teacher Mark X, i-discuss nyo rin ito. Humingi rin ako ng tulong kay Attorney Randolph Rani Libayan, i-discuss nyo rin ang isyong ito. Saka iba pa, mga vlogger na para sa katarungan. Kaya no return, no exchange. Tinabla nila 60,000 pesos ko. Hindi naman sa akin yun, pero nagtipon-tipon, inipon ko po, nag-crowdsourcing ako. Mga subscribers ko nagbigay ng pera na yan. So hanggang dyan lang muna tayo. Maraming salamat po. Pag may follow-up, magla-live kagad ako. Kaya magla-like po kayo para pag live ko uli ay man-notify na kayo. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat.